live in the Pacific Northwest. You guys, this is Lena. This is me and my Shadow. Shadow, where are you? Shadow. Oh, we've got other guests here that are going to knock my camera over. But Shadow's right here. I just wanted to say, hey, Pup says hi. Right, Shadow? Shadow's, oops. Dog just, oops. Hold on. Having struggles. Got a little discombobulated. So yeah. So here's Shadow. Shadow, say hi. Shadow, say hi. Say hi. We've been practicing your language skills. Yeah. Uh-oh. Shadow's in the biting mode. Time to put Shadow down. Thank you, girl with no name Spooner. How are you? Where are you? Yep, I am in the Pacific Northwest in an undisclosed location in Central Washington, somewhere in the middle of a beautiful state. I'm in Spanaway. Where's Spanaway? Where's Spanaway? Tacoma? Oh, you're in Tacoma, Spanaway. Cool. So that's like maybe what, 4 hours away from here? Yeah. Shadow, I don't want to get bit. I don't want to get bit. 5 or 6? 5 or 6. Cool. Well, you guys, I have never been more excited to be in one place in my entire life than I am here. This is just heavenly, if I might say myself. I've been to a lot of places in this life, you know, and Shadow, where are we going and why are we doing this? Don't bite me. Don't. Anyway, so Ms. Mercury. Hi, Ms. Mercury. Yes. So it's been a while since I've done a live show. I think it was he just jumped up and what are you doing? Okay. So awesome, great job and happy for life. Awesome. That's cool. So yeah, I was just like, I need to do a video. I need to share what's been happening, what I've been doing, in a way that is I'm able to share without giving away too much information, because I tend to talk too much, say too much. So I don't want to do that, but I do want to share and let you guys know what's been happening in my life. For all the lovers and haters of my channel, this is for you, but especially for the lovers, actually. But, you know, there's always going to be haters, and that's understandable. You know, just, you know, being trans is not going to be acceptable to some people. So, you know, they're not going to like what they see or hear. So, but it's all good. It's all good. Oh, look at, there's Phoenix. Phoenix. Oh my gosh. Phoenix. Not only my internet friend, but my friend. Like my hugging friend, right? We had Chinese together. What are you doing, Shadow? So yeah, I had such a great time with you, Phoenix, and your family. And, you know, thank you so much for opening your home up to me. And I got to see Missoula. It was so cool. And like when it gets warmer, I would love to go back and check it out. You know, like I said, goodness gracious. I'm just wondering, is there an intruder? Did someone just break in? I don't know. But yeah, had such a great time. We went walking to the Chinese buffet. It was a little cool, but it was fun. We had a great time, and that buffet had all kinds of cool food. It was just really good. It was wonderful, Lena. Anytime you need it, Lena. Even all evening, all had fun. Hey, Moose. I saw Moose too, and Moose is not just an internet friend. Moose is a friend. We had conversation at the house. I met their son. It was so cool. So cool. And I just, it's nice to be able to be among friends. Lena, I haven't been able to see the last couple of live videos. When did you get to the place you are now? Well, I want to explain. Previously, I was living in Park City through the generosity of a friend of mine in Silver City who offered her getaway vacation home that she has, and she gave me the keys to her home. It was so cool, and I was so appreciative. She's just a wonderful human being, and I decided that I was gonna possibly live in Utah. So I was looking at surrounding areas. I didn't want Salt Lake per se. I was looking in Salt Lake though, but it was just something that I was like, I could live anywhere, I can literally live anywhere. So I'm just thinking, do I want to live in Utah? And if I do, then is it going to be okay to not know people and stuff and to like try to build relationship? Hey, stop. So to build a relationship and that kind of thing, with folks. And then I was just like, you know what? I want to see friends. I want to see people that I know and people that I have been in conversation with, have spoken into my life, people that are contributing positively to me. And that's the key for me, is to really appreciate those things that God has given me, however you want to relate to God being God. Lena, you have 3 homes to go to now. Oh, thank you, Phoenix. One and on who can put down his new gift. Thank you. And one cannot. A son who cannot put down his new gift. Oh, yeah. I had a Fire tablet that I was using for my keyboard, just to do chords and stuff like that. And I heard that Phoenix's son, had an accident with his tablet and that he used it for whatever, just as a teen. And I just was like, you know what? I don't really use the tablet very much. I'm not really playing a lot right now. So why not? It's way better to give than it is to receive. And that's what life is like. It's way better to give, than it is to get, honestly. And so it was really great. It was really great. And you're right, Phoenix. I want to surround myself with good, uplifting, positive people. I mean, that would be just, that's the ultimate, is to surround myself. And Phoenix wants to see you, little man. Phoenix wants to see you. Phoenix says hi. Remember Phoenix? Phoenix says hi, and so does Moose. Yep. So, and that's what I want. I just want to be surrounded by positive people speaking life into my life, being positive and just encouraging and giving me the opportunity to just, not feel ashamed of who I am, not have to question, not have to fight against, some kind of belief system. I just think it's important to really surround yourself with love, light, and just an air of possibility, an air of like just positivity, and yeah, it's Bat Dog, says Mindfulness. Yep, it's my Bat Dog. He's sitting here. Look at you guys. He's so cute. He's just sitting. Yep. Oh, and I just got new jeans. You see these jeans? They fit like a glove. They do. They fit like I don't know. I like put them on today in the dressing room, and my friend who has been just so gracious to me and is so kind. She was with me, and we were like just hanging out, shopping. Wow, what a concept! We were shopping. Yes, we went to Habitat for Humanity and we bought clothes. It was so neat. So I had a great time. So I was trying on these pants, and it's like I pulled them up, and it was like, wow, they're like a glove, you know? These things are like, and they just like kind of envelop you and then snap in and boom, it's in. So I really, I am just so grateful, you guys. I'm so grateful. The background that I have here in this home is just spectacular. The view outside the window, you can't see it right now, but it is spectacular. And no, don't ask where I'm at, because I will not say anything, and is under the threat of a machete being thrown right in my face, if I do say something, or like a bomb going off, and maybe I won't be around anymore. So I just want to let you guys know that I don't want to share for obvious reasons. I don't want to expose and endanger myself, and I want to be respectful of the privacy that my friend has extended to me. So and she's like, yes, way to go, Lynna. Shut your big trap. I was in a conversation with somebody yesterday, and I gave away too much information. I was like, yeah, and I did this and I did that, and I went here and I went there, and this is what my friend, and this is that. And it's like, uh-oh, I need to change my phone number, because if they find out what, more information, and then they leak it out to somebody that I used to be with, and then they use it, and then they put it in their broadcasts and all that, I just don't want that, So if anyone is a friend with my ex, it's kind of hard to trust somebody, and I know that some of you here might be, but, I won't have confidence in, sharing my life. If you were to email me or call me, I mean, I'll give you me here on a general basis, but I can't, really invest, like I can with Phoenix. Phoenix is my friend. I trust Phoenix, but Phoenix is not a friend to my ex. They don't really have anything to do with them. So I just, that's just me. I'm protecting myself. And if you're friends with my ex, I'm not telling you not to be friends with my ex. I'm just saying, it's just dangerous for me to allow myself to have that as a possibility that things could get back to them, and then they could use it in their new campaign of, anti-trans, belief, that I wouldn't, I just wouldn't want that, One of the things I did want to talk about was really quickly something about, oh, hey, ESC, hey, you're back online. There are more of us in the Pacific Northwest who would love to meet you in person. I'll send you an email for how to call me. Awesome, ESC. I would love to do that now that I'm in the area, I mean, I don't know if you're in the Seattle area or somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. I have a car, can travel, So, but one of the things that I wanted to just kind of clear up, just me, just personally, just wanted to share as a trans woman, a woman of transgender experience, as my friend Marty Piornik says. She's very straightforward in how she explains her her life situation of being a trans woman, but being a woman of trans experience, because that's what I see myself as a woman of trans experience. So I wanted to talk about something that might be a little TMI for some people, but I did want to share something that really kind of bothered me, not to the degree of like frustration, but to the degree of like, it's not exactly like that. I mean, maybe I should have a show called It's Not Exactly Like That. Maybe do like a little, oops, Shadow, he took my cord, and then I'd be doing the show, and then all of a sudden there goes power, and I'm wondering what happened. So anyway, I basically wanted to talk about a little intimate detail about my relationship with my ex. And just to say that as a trans woman, we do not have intimacy in the same way as, a typical heterosexual couple. So basically, what's been said was that because of me being able to, as a person born a boy, in the past, that I was able to then give someone the ability to not be afraid of the male appendage, But here's the truth. When I was with regular straight cis men in my past, that was a part of me that I never wanted to share. My boyfriends knew that that was something that I didn't want to have touched, to have even mentioned, because for me, I wanted it gone. I wanted it gone yesterday. So for me, prior to meeting my ex, I did not have that part of my life even functioning. It was like, I didn't even have an O with that at all, because that's not what happened. When you take Spiro, you're basically castrating yourself. So what ended up happening was my ex said, thank God that, it's wonderful that now I'm not afraid of men, because the person I was with was born a man. So, and let me just educate a little bit. Male babies are not born men. We're born little boys, but not men. So when a trans woman grows up, she doesn't grow up to be a man. She grows up to be a trans woman, but she was born a male. She was born a boy. Okay. But the thing is that part of your body is not utilized the same way. So when I had fear, when I first met my ex, I was like, I honestly really don't want to have intimate relations with you if you're going to touch my thingy, right? Because it was out of commission. It doesn't respond like a male one does. And he's like, oh no, baby. No. I only see you as a woman, and I only see you and that part of you as a female part. So when I do make love to you, it's not as a male, because I see you. That's what they would say from the movie Avatar. I see you. Do you guys remember that part? Let me remind you, if you ever watched the movie, it's a part at the end of the movie where the Avatar character, the woman, is a taller, the avatars are taller and they're bigger than the average human. And the human is in this pod. He's disabled and he's sitting inside this pod. And they're trying to kill him, his enemies, the people who are trying to take over the Avatar place. And they shoot up the place and stuff, and then he's losing oxygen and everything, and she comes in and she rescues him, right? And she sees him for the first time, and she looks in his eyes and she says, I see you. And that's what my ex used to say about me. As a trans woman, we want to be seen as women. It's not that we want to be recognized because we have this fetish, we have this, sick, fetishy, sexual desire to be seen or something. But honestly, our innate sense tells us who we are. And we just want others to recognize it. And if they do, it's a beautiful thing, and we feel good about ourselves, because that gives us a little vindication for why we felt the way we did all of our lives, right? All of our lives. So the whole concept is that my ex saw me, but then towards the end of our relationship, or after the end of our relationship, when we separated and we're divorcing, he's like, you know what? I never saw you as a woman. And I'm like, wow, that's funny, because you never used to use male pronouns around me. You always used to call me your baby girl. You used to always say mommy. You used to always say, I'll always be your papi. You'll always be my mommy, and it's like, and that was great. I really appreciated that. But all of a sudden now it's like, oh, Lena's male appendage just made me into the woman that I am now. And it's like, first of all, just to let you guys know, and I know it might be too much TMI, I never had any kind of regular male to female heterosexual sex with my husband at the time, who's now detransitioned and now has become a woman again. And I'm grateful for that, for them to be able to capture the loss of whatever they went through and stuff like that. And if they had to transition incorrectly and it was something that they shouldn't have done, then, it's wonderful. It's wonderful that they're back to where they are, but at the time, I was told that, they were not a female, and the type of interaction that we would have sexually was going to be the kind in which I was recognized as a female and he was recognized as a male. So I didn't do the wild thing on top of that person. My part never did anything male, never did anything male. It only did what it was like it got used in a way that was not, the traditional, sexual intercourse thing, right? So I am absolutely phobic, okay, of having my part anywhere near anything that would be traditionally a female part. That was never, for me, never. I never wanted that. So I just really, felt like I had to do this, because I was like, okay, so I'm going to have to give up having gender confirmation surgery. Is that something I'm going to have to do? Because now I don't really have the ability to, because my partner wants me to give them, that part of me that I don't want to give them, but they recognize it as a female part. So maybe, I don't know. It gets confusing as a trans couple. It really does. It gets confusing. And, but I knew that I wasn't going to be able to achieve my goals. My goal was to have gender confirmation surgery. My goal was to have breast augmentation. My goal was to have, electrolysis and things like that, that any person who is in my position in life that wants to, really not take away from women, but actually to be the person that I innately believe myself to be, which is a woman of transgender experience. I wanted to have that. I wanted to get more feminized. Is that wrong? Is that bad? Is that something that I shouldn't have pursued? Because every time I would wear a wig, every time I would wear a bra, every time I would wear anything that was anything remotely feminine, it was always kind of like, oh. And especially with the wigs. I mean, it's like, oh yeah. And to this day, they still talk about wigs and stuff. You know, they still say, oh yeah, they're wearing their wigs too tight. It must be the cortisol going to their, you know, I mean, something's being said. So I just wanted to let everyone know that my ex and I did not have regular heterosexual interacting sex at all. There was nothing there, you know, as far as that goes. And the sex that I did have with them was something that I had to compromise as a trans woman and let the part that I didn't want it to be even touched. I wanted it gone, actually. I still want it gone, even now. I even wear, okay, this is probably too much information, but I even bought a rubberized contraption thing that goes around it so that it can smooth out whatever it is that, you know, is there, you know, so that it appears more feminine. And for me, if I'm wearing clothing, sometimes I wear it, sometimes I don't, but it just gives me that confidence. It's not fetishy. It's just that that's the smoothness that I want, you know? And if I had not been with this person, I definitely would have been further down the road in my transition, you know? And there's so many things that I do like regret in regards to that, you know, experience. And the negatives far outweigh the positives in what I gained and lost from that time. But this is a new day and this is a new life. And my friend is just an amazing woman. She's just such a wonderful person. And no, there is no romantic anything. We're friends. And that is it. We're just friends. And we just, you know, enjoy being able to just share and talk, you know, as women, you know, with each other. And I wasn't socialized as one. So it's so wonderful to get all the information that I would have wanted my mom to teach me, you know? So this person's like my sister. She's kind of like my mom. You know, the first day I was here, she's like, you know, Lena, you've been through so much, you know, there's so much that you like you know, no one's really like just loved on you. And she brought this really, really comfy like blanket with like this real fleecy light, furry material, you know, and it was just like, she put it around me and she gave me a big hug. And I was like, oh God, that feels so good. Thank you so much. You just lost a blanket, but thank you so much for for loving me, you know? And I felt that same way with Phoenix, you know, when I first saw you and you have these beautiful steely blue eyes and I saw right into your soul and it was just a beautiful thing. And, you know, I mean, you guys opened up your home to me and I mean, we hugged and you saw my dog and you guys were just so awesome. And it was just an amazing thing. You know, it's an amazing thing. I look back and I just see how blessed I am. Ever since I've left Silver City, I realized ever since I got separated, I realized how much people love me. You know, I mean, I'm just like, I'm just like, oh, Mo says, raised with older sisters, so I'm just one of the girls. That's funny. That's how you do it. That's new to me. LOL. Me too, Lena. You're being true to yourself. God made all of us how we are. Asexual works, but it is up to the individual, not the masses, and never that religion. It was written by King James, who slept with men. Yeah, well, I was gonna do an article when I used to do articles, because I don't personally, when I was doing articles in the past on Real Talk with the Cummings, I literally, I just didn't really see why I would have to read an article to you guys that you guys can read to yourself. You know, it's like some of the articles got really long, and it would be like, why are we reading this? You know, why are we just doing this? I don't understand. You know, I would rather interact with you guys and just share from my heart, you know, spontaneously answer questions, you know, just speak off the cuff, no prompter, no like preconceived anything, you know, like live music, you know, live whatever, you know, but they've taken away my live ability doing things on my phone. So I can't really just go outside and do that. I have to I'm relegated to the camera on my computer, and, you know, maybe I could take my laptop outside, because we have really good internet bandwidth here in this home. And it's just a wonderful property. So I could share with you guys the scenery. Oh my gosh, there's mountains up here. There's rolling hills back there. There's like fruit, and you know, you guys know how much I love fruit, right? I mean, this place has it all. You know, there's all kinds of cool things around me. I can go ride my bike. It's like, you know, it's so awesome. I can put my rollerblades on and go down a really nice paved road. You know, I could go downtown and go to a little market, or, you know, it's got this little quaint, you know, resorty feel to it. I had no idea that I'd be dropped right in the middle of paradise. I mean, I've always wanted to visit the Pacific Northwest, and, you know, I've only been here a few times, but this place, I don't know if I could ever leave it, you know, because it is so beautiful. It's just so amazing. And no, there's not a Macy's. There isn't. Not here. But it's a small town, so they don't have that kind of stuff. But I don't really need that. I mean, I think it's a rumor that, you know, I'm going to use the third person because it's just for effect, but because I'm not really thinking in the third person. But Lena doesn't really need a mall every day. Just let you guys know. I mean, I had a outlet mall in Park City that I went to visit the Nike store one time, and it was right before I left, and I bought some new sneaks and a jacket and a t-shirt. And no, that was it. 3 things. But I went to the outlet mall, but I wasn't like, oh my gosh, there's an outlet mall, I need to go. Oh my goodness, I haven't shopped, you know? No, that's not what I do. I mean, I think I like to shop like any girl likes to shop. You know, we like to look at things. We like to sort through colors and shades, and, you know, even the grocery store is like a wonderland for me, you know, because you could go to the end caps and see what's new. You know, it's like going to Costco. You know, you just don't go to go buy milk, right? You go to Costco because you know that they have new seasonal items that show up at that store every once in a while. You know, there's something new, or like they're demoing something, or they're you know, the food trays and stuff like that, and the vendors that give samples out, you know. So there are so many things, just so many things. I was going to read some. My friend ESC wrote, the Northwest has a lot of beautiful places to visit, and hopefully you'll give some of us a chance to show you some of the sites. I am looking forward to seeing stuff. Like, I was on my way when we were on the journey. We went up to Mount, not Rainier. We didn't make it to Rainier. We were going to, but we made it up to Mount St. Helens. And then we made it over to, oh gosh, what was it? That was it. I think that was it. We ended up going south after that, and I think M got a ticket. I think in Washington, going too fast or something. But it was a beautiful state. We wanted to go to the Cascades. We wanted to go to the Olympia National Park. Just like Phoenix, I wanted to go to what is it? What's it called? I had it. Remember? I had it in my head. We're gonna go visit it. Gosh, not what? Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. Oh well. So let me see. And your governor, to this day, they do what? Lena, you're finally figuring out who you really are because you're free. I don't just mean from the recent acts, but you never really experience your true self until you can be single for a while. I agree 100%, Ms. Mercury. I think you're absolutely right with that. Where there is 3 or more men in history together, doing miracles together, they slept together. And inventions like Ben Franklin. Now I'm done. Phoenix has all these little tidbits and facts and factoids and information that most people don't have access to, and it's really cool. Lisa says, Lena does need a nail salon. Yeah, I do, but I don't need it to be in the town that I live in. I mean, I could live in a quiet little town that I could actually go visit a bigger town, which has the nail salon, which has the Macy's, which has the Costco, and, which has all that stuff. But I don't really need a nail salon to be in my town. They just down masses here, but just ask her about her nails, Phoenix says. Cool story. What did you want me to share, Phoenix, about my nails? I went to Mexico. Okay, you guys know I went to Puerto Palomas, in Chihuahua, Mexico. And I got my nails done, and it was like, I thought that they were using this cutting edge new Mexican technique of doing nail polish and doing acrylics. But it was just like, what in the world? Because look at them now. I mean, they're hideous now. Look at that. I mean, it's like, it's yeah. So anyway, they were packing them up with, they used that they put an acrylic on one of them or a few of them that were shorter, like say like this one. And I don't mean to stick my middle finger up at anybody, like I do, like, oh, look at this carrot and the girth. And no, I'm sorry, I'm not going to go there. But they started using this little flecky kind of glittery material after they packed it with, some of that forming liquid thing that they put on the nail and stuff like that after they put on the acrylic. And they started packing it on there. And it just like, it got hard, and they put me under the nail dryer and stuff. And it was like, it was all great. And then I got home and I like bumped into something and a big old chunk of glitter fell off. And now I have nothing on this one. Gone. It's like, the best nails are done by those people from Vietnam that they got it down. They're like, quick, and they do it fast and they do it. I mean, it's like, but I highly recommend if you can avoid going to Mexico to get your nails done, where they do it for $18, but they do a really SA job of it. It's just like, what a waste, right? So anyway, I do like the color, but it's just like, I don't like, they said, oh, Jess, it will last you a whole month. I'm like, a month? It didn't even last a day. If it was a day, it would have been great, but at least I got some really, really nice jeans out of the deal. I went back through towards my car, and then I saw this place that had like some really nice, ripped jeans and stuff, kind of like, and so she's like, if they don't fit, we can return them. And I'm like, you don't understand. I'm just coming and I'm going and I'm not coming back, so I'm like, either they fit or they don't, and I was lucky because they did fit, which is good. And I wore them like when I first left Silver City. I think I wore them for 3 days because I liked them so much. Anyway, Mindful Moose says they just shut down Macy's here. Yeah, I noticed that there's, the department stores, they're not the same as they used to be. Sears was like big in the back in the day, and all these different stores, like Marshall Fields and, Bon Marché or whatever, all these different places. And they're kind of like going away, but people like me still like the department store. So as long as there's a Macy's somewhere, I'll want to go, right? Especially the one in New York City. So I've heard how beautiful the Pacific Northwest is. Yes. And it is no joke. Like, no joke. It is gorgeous. And I'm sure I haven't even seen, like, the beginnings. Welcome, Lena. We are in Camas, Washington, on the other side of the river from Portland. Oh, that's so cool. Better angels of our nature. She has car, will travel. Yes, Glacier. Thank you, Phoenix. Glacier National Park. Yep. And also, like, Canada isn't too far. So I have a passport, have a car, will travel, right? I want to go visit my friend in Whistler. I want to go to Alberta. They have like this massive mall. Like, it's like supposedly the biggest mall in the world, although I thought Mall of America was, but they have a big mall. And then they also have Banff, and they have Lake Louise, and all these beautiful provincial parks in the country of Canada, and different provinces and stuff. So I love to explore. And that's one of the things that living in Silver City, although it's a wonderful little town in its own right, not being able to enjoy the Southwest, because we just didn't travel. It was kind of disappointing, because, there's beautiful places, there's just beautiful places, and we just never got a chance. Or, well, it's not that we didn't get a chance. It's just my ex didn't really like to do that on a regular basis. He liked to do other things, but not that. So anyway, used to live in Oregon. Yeah, and Oregon's beautiful. I never mind being single. I'm comfortable being alone. You can be alone without being lonely. And, it's true. And that is true. But being alone, like by myself, I don't find it to be very fun. Like when I was in Park City, it got lonely. I mean, it really did. I enjoyed being in Park City, but it got lonely. So I can't say that I would enjoy being by myself, all the time. I am a social creature and I need to have interaction. So my silent friend is sitting here. She's here and she has been interacting silently with me. But oh, she just did you see that? I hope it wasn't in the reflection. Wait, no, I don't think so. You didn't make it into the reflection. But yeah, she has a crazy sense of humor. So we joke around a lot. And one of the things that we did today, I wanted to share a few pictures with you. Those of you who are familiar with, you know, indirect, what's the word? Just, you know, you don't really have to say it sometimes. Sometimes all you have to do is, you know, allude to it. And I think that anybody that would know anything about what's going on would understand certain things, and certain things are kind of code for well, okay, well, first of all, I wanted to share with you guys some beautiful daffodils out that I was able to photograph today. Oh my gosh, isn't that a beautiful flower? Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful. And here's another picture of them. Wow. The color. Ah, just so pretty. I love that. I love this area. It has so much to offer. Well, I noticed this beautiful, beautiful bra. It's kind of big, you know, but you know, in my future, I just wanted to let everybody know that I will be getting some breast augmentation. At this point, I'm looking at places to go to, but I'm thinking about being a 40D. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't know. What do you think? I'm not sure. What do you think, ESC? Do you think I should have 40D breasts? Anybody? No. You know, because we trans women, we fetishize women so much that we all want to be blondes and we all want to have big breasts like Dolly Parton or something, right? You know, no, all kidding aside, I am looking forward to my future and stuff. Let me see. I think they look good. The chips give character. What's that? Girl time for the big city. I spent one night alone in over 50 years. I don't know how I could take it. I think they file them once a week and polish. Buff them, you have the time. Phoenix says. Fill them once a week and polish. Buff them, you have the time. Yes, and I have my lovely friend who's going to help me with that and giving me advice, encouragement, and all kinds of little shortcuts and things that I can do. It's going to be cool. Vietnamese nail salons are on every corner in Washington, Oregon, and Washington in the cities. Yes, they are. Blah, Lita, you are too much. I just think that color, it would just go really well with a floral top. You know, that has like see-through, you know, I think it would be really nice, but it's just me. I'm just thinking. So, let me see what else. I found some shoes. Okay. I saw them at Walmart in the past, and these pink shoes are really, oh wait, Oh, it's that thing again. Whoa, that's a big bra. Do you think I could find breasts that could fill those in? I don't know. I don't know. It may be possible. Wait, can I zoom out? Okay, good. All right. So I found some shoes. They are so cute. Look at how adorable they are. My goodness, pink. My favorite color. I think they would go really well with my top today. And they were only $9.94. You know, I bought some shoes at Walmart recently, but I don't really like those shoes. I just bought these black ones. They were $5.87. They're cheaper actually. They're more. I learned to be more frugal in my years. You know, because I don't like to waste money. I don't like to be excessive. You know, it's important. You know, $9.94. You know, you do the math. Okay, do the math. We're $9.94. $9.94 minus 587. 587. And if you're in the state of Montana, there's no tax. So it's 407, the difference. 407, okay? We're looking at 407, that those cost more than these. And these are really practical. You can wear these with blue, black, with brown. You can wear these with all kinds of different colors. But the pink ones, I think I could just wear that with white. I guess I can wear it with blue jeans and stuff. But, you know, I guess I can wear them with black. But I don't know. I don't know. They're too much. You know, Payless is going out of business, but you know, Walmart, if they have shoes for $5.87, I'm there, baby. That's where I'm at. Because I want the most bang for my dollar. Because I am a value shopper. And I know Walmart. I really do, because I lived at Walmart in Silver City. That was the only mall that we had. You know, that was Walmart. So I went to Walmart and I used to study the women's section and stuff like that, because that was all I had. You know, I didn't go to Las Cruces, didn't go to Tucson. As you guys know, when we did go to Tucson, we went to Sweet Tomatoes, which we advertised all the time. I think we got a discount because we advertised for them so much. But anyway, we went to Sweet Tomatoes, but as soon as we were done, as soon as I finished swallowing my last morsel of food, we were in the car and back to Silver City, and we were home by 8. You know, there was no mall, there was no traveling to any. I would want to go to Trader Joe's. There was no Trader Joe's. It's like, no. We're just going to eat 3 hours and then back. That's it. Sorry, you guys, but the shoes. I just think they're adorable. I do, but they're too much. Too much. I just want to, you know, be able to be efficient, you know, and this is a costume that I just think it's the coolest thing. And, you know, I don't know if I can get a part-time job, maybe. I don't know. Being this. Yes. A bunny. Isn't that cute? My God, that is so cute. That's amazing. My friend wanted to take a picture of me, and I was like, okay, let me look. I can't see. Oh wait, okay. And then I was able to get my camera working because I didn't want to take the head off. That'd be kind of gross. But anyway, those are cute. I just think they're really cute. So I walked around and I offered samples of Peeps, and I gave out Cadbury eggs in a, you know, see that basket back there? I don't know if you guys can see it, but I was handing out candy to kids and stuff, and there, yeah, it was really cool. So that was really fun. I had a great time. It was super fun. So let me see. There's some more comments. Am I hearing frogs? Yes, I am in Cambodia. You guys figured it out. I am in Cambodia. Isn't the internet really good here? It's just amazing here in the Southeast Asia. Just, I'm telling you, Cambodia, mountains, it's just an amazing place. Watch the window. Watch the window? Are we watching the window? Oh, was it? Oh, very nice. Pretty. Are you looking for back pain? Is that what Phoenix said? Are you looking for back pain? Oh, at least 40D. Oh, that's what Phoenix said. Are you looking for back pain? Oh, at least 40D. You are a tall woman, correct? Yes, I am 5'10". Yeah. You know, as a trans woman, I get outed every day I walk out the door. Or that's what my ex would lead everyone to believe, since I was next to 5'4". And I was walking around as a 5'10", So I dare not wear heels. No chance. There was no chance I was going to wear anything that was going to elevate. When I got boots, and, I got these boots and they were like the cuffs. I don't know if you guys saw them, but there's like, you could park another person inside where the gap is for my legs, and where, because you want it as a woman, you want the boot, for me to form fit my leg, because then it would be, just nice. I like fitted things. You guys know I've always liked fitted things. Even as a pre-transition dude, I remember buying skinny jeans, and my first ex, I can't believe I have to say first ex, second ex, 2X, 1X, I don't know, whatever. And I used to I was really like, I'd be like, oh, I really like those jeans that the worship leader is wearing at church. I need to buy some. Those are really cool. So I would wear these fitted jeans. And my first ex would be like, why are you wearing fitted jeans? I mean, it's so gay. I was like, oh, honey, if you only knew what's going on with me. It's like, gay's not even the beginning of it, So Phoenix, no, I'm serious. I'm not going to take on 40Ds. I'm kidding. I'm not. And ESC, no, just because I'm a tall woman doesn't mean that I need to be in at least a 40D. It's like, if it was up to ESC, she would have me in 44 double D or something, So anyway, a girl's best friend is toilet paper and clear polish for a broken nail, a Band-Aid. I bought some polish, and again, I'm sorry, I'm just going on with my nails because they're frustrating, but I love the color. But I bought some polish that was kind of the same kind of color, but I've been trying to take it off, and I tried to take this one off, and I don't know if you could see, but there's little fuzzy like hairs from, you see, oh, there it is. See that? That's been there for like a week now, because I tried to take it off in the hotel room, and I was like, gosh, just let me get this off. And just, I would rather just get clear French tip, just clear French tip. There's so much classier, cleaner, just really pretty and stuff, and just very elegant. These are like Punky Brewster nails right now. That's what these are. That's what they are. So I'm hoping that I can get this polish off and get a new manicure done. I need a pedicure immediately, really badly, but it is still kind of like springy. So it's not like I'm wearing sandals or anything. It's been kind of cool here in Cambodia. That's rare in Cambodia for it to be so cool, but it is. There's snow outside in Cambodia. So Walmart, $1 rack, get mini shirts. Yes, Phoenix, I frame your pictures and sell them. I love pictures. So yeah, let me see if I can find oh, this is a t-shirt I found. Very appropriate, very nice, but I wanted to do something special to it. It's a nice shirt, but what it needs is like a big line, kind of like black, just drawn right across the middle, because I used to be a fan of Cuba. Used to be. Not so anymore. Not so anymore. It's definitely not my first choice or my millionth at this point, because I haven't had a good experience. I don't know why I'm saying that. I mean, maybe you guys can read into it. I don't know. But anyway, so no to Cuba. I won't cheer on your baseball team anymore. I think you guys suck. So anyway, don't you have enough clothes now? Macy's is not cheap. And it appears that you have enough clothes, jewelry, and so on until you save some money. ESC, are you really... Wait, I need to highlight that. I don't know. Maybe we should ban ESC. Maybe ESC is not ESC. Maybe ESC is somebody else. I don't know. Phoenix, you might want to watch ESC. Just kidding, you guys. I know ESC. Cambodia, LOL. Yes, this is Cambodia. I guess Cambodia East. Is that? Yeah, I guess it would be called Cambodia East. I'm 4'9" and I'm a 40D, LOL. Whoa, Miss Mercury. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. You must be quite the sight. Quite the sight. Okay? I mean, seriously, that is a lot of breast tissue to have. I mean, look at that. That is a lot of breast tissue. I mean, look at that. Amazing. And it's a push-up. Again, don't you guys think a floral print, see-through with blue, that would, I don't know. That's not tacky or anything. Oh, and look, it's only $7.88. When I get back, when I get my breasts, I will go back to the store specifically, and hopefully I'll have 1,000 followers by then, and I will live stream buying that bra and sharing that bra with you guys. It'll be quite the sight. My sister is the same height as you. I'm over 50 and lost them and my butt. My mom called this time. Time to move over. Let the young ones do it. Hey, I'm still young. I'm 49. Okay? I want to get my breasts done before I'm 50. Yes. No, but I'm serious, you guys. I am definitely looking to getting my breasts done soon. And I'm probably looking at probably like a good C cup, 385 cc, I think. That's just, without the consultation. I had a consultation back in November of 2014. I tried on, and they showed me and told me about my chest cavity and that I had tissue and a cavity in order to put them in, because some people that are born with a male anatomy, they don't have a cavity in which to insert the the form, the breast form. So they have to basically do kind of a 2-part surgery where they stick some kind of a balloon and ends up hurting you in the, like breaking a rib or something. It's like really bad. But at the time I had an estimate where my friend who would need that breaking type surgery with the angio, whatever, the balloon thing anyway, for a time, and then create that gap, and then they take it out, and then they put in the breast implant. But that was going to cost $14,000, and without it, it's only a whopping $7,000. So it does save a lot if you do have a cavity to put it in. It's like having the pocket. Do you guys remember those shoes, the kangaroos? Remember that? They had the little pocket you could put. I'm kind of dating myself, I know. I'm from 1970. And, when I tell people, yeah, I'm 49, they're like, no way, you can't be 49. It's like, yeah, well, if you take care of yourself, you can be 49 and not feel like you're 89, I mean, it's just a matter of doing right for yourself and taking care of your body, and doing what you can. I don't claim to be a vegan, although I do enjoy many vegan foods. I don't like hold on to it like my ex was teaching me and educating me to be, hardcore vegan, So ESC says, you could park a Buick in those boots based on what you showed us in that shopping video. Yeah, I showed it to my ex, and I was like, I'm a little disappointed because, well, quite honestly, these boots, they have like the width of that is like that, and my leg is like this. So it's like I could stuff them with styrofoam, but then it would make my leg look fat, So that wasn't really working for me. It just wasn't. So I was just kind of bummed. But my ex was like, Lena, those are good enough. That is good enough. You got them. I don't think you need to return them. I think they'll fit. They look fine. I'm like, no. So I will probably be getting rid of those boots come next winter season. You will definitely not see me in the gappy boots. I will have some that fit my leg, fit my calves in a way that is complementary of my body and not, non-complementary. So I'm glad that you're doing well, Lena. I have come to love you and Mark Maritza. It sounds like your relationship had its ups and downs, but you both learned from it. You seem to be both happy. Yes, we are very happy. Super happy. Super thrilled to be. I mean, as a trans woman, I realize that I can now achieve the things that I've wanted to achieve. I had goals and I let those goals kind of set those goals aside because honestly, I was watching a video of we did a birthday for for I guess I go by Maritza now, but we did a birthday in Fort Lauderdale for Maritza, and been through a lot, and the sister asked me to make a video and gave me songs and stuff, and I put music and I put pictures together, and I made this really cool little video about 15 minutes long, just showcasing the life of M. And I did that, and it was nice. It was received well by the family for like I would say like the first half of it, and then the second half, because it was like, the child is born, a beautiful girl, da da da, and music and laughter and growing up and a young woman and da da da, and then it was like the music came on, eh, 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 eh. You guys know the Eye of the Tiger, right? So, Eye of the Tiger is playing, and the videos showing this person doing bodybuilding, and then after that, they go into their transition. And after all that, it was like all lovey, laughy, happy, jokey, and then it was like you could hear a pin drop. If you were to drop it, you could hear a pin drop because they were not in agreement with what took place in 2003. And apparently, M wasn't in agreement with it either now. So I think it's great, that they're able to regain what they feel like they lost. They felt like, all that. But I also feel, oh gosh. Oh, there it goes. Thank you. I have like a audio like sidekick person. Yes. Awesome. Don't worry, people, this video is not being monetized, so we're not losing anything. Rise it up. Okay, all right. Nice. So, and that was a good movie too, Rocky 3. Remember, he's like in Russia, and the guy wants to break him or something. He's like, I will break you, So anyway, Rocky's learning how to fight with like a hay bale and an ox. I don't know, whatever it is. So anyway, it was super cool to see my ex as a male, because that's what I fell in love with. And people may say, oh, Lena, it's so tacky if you think that you could love somebody as a male and then not love them as a female. But in all honesty, I only saw male. And in all honesty, that's all I saw them as, and that was for me seeing what's taking place. It's like, it's happened so fast, you guys, it's like gone, and now they changed their name and everything, and it's done, and they're reclaiming their feminine essence and everything, and they're buying flowery things, and and you got to understand, it's the person that wasn't a flowery person. It's like when you think of the person, you don't think of a flower, you just don't. And it's not a slight. It's just, I lived with that person, and that wasn't what they liked. Even as a female, they didn't like that stuff. So now they like it. I guess everybody changes, and have your rights to change. But I miss, and I did a video when I was back in Silver City. It's like I missed the person, and now it's been told as to being like some kind of a demonic thing, you guys, I was told in January that my eyes are demonic or something. And it's really sad when Christians take the time to demonize people and to make people feel bad, and they already are struggling with their own issues and stuff. But to tell someone, oh yeah, I hope that you break free from your addiction and that you like lose that legion of demons that's in you, you know. And it's like, you know, honestly, you guys, as a person, I have always been I've always been me. And as me, you know, it doesn't matter if I came in as my former, you know, person that I used to be. You know, it's like I just, you know, I don't I don't change stripes. I'm just me, you know. So I was a sweet, caring person before, and I'm still a sweet, caring person now. I was, you know, I was shy, you know, as a guy back then. You know, I'm not now. But I think that's because it's because of my confidence in who I am. You know, um, I was watching a video with um, featuring this woman who basically she has issues with alopecia. Okay, she has issues with confidence because of her hair. Okay, it's the same thing as me. Okay, I have hair. I do. It's growing back. I love it. I'm glad I'm where I'm at with it. I just wanted to have more done, you know, in that regard. But you know, there's just regular women out there that suffer from hair loss that really find comfort in being able to have nice hair and you know manageable nice hair that doesn't like look sparse or anything, that's full, that has bounce and flow to it. It's very feminine and just very shapely. And I enjoy that, you know, and then watching this woman just like, and I just want to show you my new wig. It's so beautiful. This is the Brooklyn Aesthetica Hair Designs, makes this beautiful monofilament hair. And it just, when I put it on, I feel so good about myself. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's me. That's me. Okay, so I don't have to feel guilty about that. That is so cool. I don't have to feel guilty about just liking to look good. That's not wrong. You know? I mean, isn't that great? You know, when a regular biological woman who deals with hair loss can actually just be honest with people online and share, you know, and say, you know, I have problems with my hair, but when I put on my hair and I have a bunch of wigs, they're like, I don't really care if I change wigs tomorrow and the next day, it doesn't matter. You know, no one says, oh, look at that person's a tranny because they're wearing different hair. Oh, look at that person. It's like, no, that's just them. That's their unique personality, you know? So I may wear a different wig tomorrow. I may wear nothing but my own hair tomorrow. I may come on with makeup on. I may come on with no makeup on. You know, I don't care personally. I have no one to impress. I'm not looking for a relationship. I just want to share my life. You know, I just want to share with you guys the realities of a person like me who is a woman of transgender experience. Isn't that great? A woman of transgender experience. Thank you, Marty. That's just wonderful. That's, you know, it's very helpful. Mine are real too, real heavy. I have a pedicure scheduled for Tuesday. No kidding, Phoenix, heavy. Phoenix, you're right. They are heavy. Maybe we should be giving her some strong advice. ESC, you're the one who said I should have 40 double Ds. When I was younger, I played basketball. I had 20 hooks on my bra just so I could run. I'm happy old age and loss of it all. Or she can have some of mine, but that sounds sick now that I said it. Yeah, I just, we could just have liposuction off of you and they just fill it in with me. Native American women are some seriously skilled athletes, so I bet you ran your legs off, big hooters or not. Yeah, I mean, wasn't there a famous football player back in the 40s, I think it was, who was actually a Native American? ESC, do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know. But Jim Thorpe, that was his name, Jim Thorpe. He was a Native American super athlete. Phoenix says you'll need someone to care for you while you heal, and I've been told not to entertain this side of you. LOL. From what I've been told, 2 5-pound bags of flour to your chest and see how you like it. 1968 here. You're missing all the hues flying up around here. Hueys. Oh, Hueys. There are some Native American girls local to where I am that play every sport. The fierce determination is the most striking characteristic. Phoenix says, I played sports with the boys, only one girl where I was raised, unless I was in school, plus brother taught me a lot. And Phoenix says, I can cut Bambi's head off or birth a calf. It's worth a quote. Thank you, Phoenix, for that. Although I love Bambi and I never like to shoot deer. Is it birthing a calf just a bit hard on your body? Ha ha ha. Oh God. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, what? Is that something that can be done? I don't know. I use a stool. Okay. Lena, you didn't show me your demon eyes when you were here. LOL. Okay. Did you see them? Oh my God. They're bad. They're evil. They're so bad. What they are expressive. I've been told many things about my eyes, and the only people who say that they're demons are full-on religiousized, right-wing, fundamental zealot. I don't even want to call them Christians. They're just like crazily involved in their religion, and but I do not believe that I am demon possessed. I love God. I really do. I love to sit in a worship service. I love to raise my hands up. I love to, listen, hear God speak to me, and it's just beautiful. Meditating, looking outside and just taking in the majesty and the glory of our Creator, of what our Creator, God, Goddess has done. Both the female and the male aspect is just a beautiful thing. Native women are tough. Native women are tough. You're so true, Lena. You can see right. You can see your heart. You are real. And that's all I've ever wanted to be. And I don't put that quote up to brag or anything. I just honestly do believe in being truthful, being honest, being you, being able to, just share from your heart, and both the highs and the lows. I know I've joked around a bit today, and I've kind of made fun of certain things, aspects of things that I've had to deal with, but I honestly do wish my ex well. I honestly do want them to find happiness. What I did tell them, though, was to err on the side. If you do err on a side, to err on the side of compassion, err on the side of love, err on the side of unconditional acceptance, because God does not call us to judge people. God does not call us to change people. God does not tell us, look, you need to point out the dirt in their face because you need to go clean it off because they're dirty. No, this God that's not serve, this God that we know that is all around us is not one that likes to point out the problems in someone else's lives. She would rather point out the beautiful things, the positive things. Paul says, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are beautiful, whatsoever things are positive, whatsoever things are good. This is kind of a vague translation of a scripture in Philippians, but it says, think on these things. These are the things that we're to think about. We're not to think about calling people out for being gay, or calling people out for being transgender, or calling people out for being lesbian or queer, or being bisexual. That's none of our business. And honestly, contrary to popular belief, 3% of the planet is not going to infect the rest of the world with some evil, diabolical scheme of Armageddon-like destruction on the planet as we know it. This is not, we're not, the trans community, LGBTQ community is not global warming, okay? We're not. We're just human beings having an experience of life that may be different than yours, but nevertheless, it is an experience of humanity that we are entitled to have. And if you don't have this experience, I don't judge you. So why do you judge me? It's like you think about things and you go, why are we judging others? We're not to judge others. We're to love others. Love is the greatest gift of all. I mean, wasn't that a Whitney Houston song? The greatest gift is the gift of love and acceptance. You don't have to condone person, what they do, how they do it, who they sleep with, what they want, in life. They want breasts, they don't want breasts. They want a penis, if they don't want one. If they want to live their life as a heterosexual male, if they want to live it as a transgender female. I mean, that's not your business. It's not your place. It's not your position. And you have no authority to tell somebody what to do, because you're not what? You're not God, right? Did God, sometimes I wonder if, what's happening is that it's the same thing as what happened with my ex as before, because I would say, there is nothing that you don't have an answer for. And they're like, well, source speaks to me. And I'm like, whoa, source? Like, downloads information from the Akashic record into your brain, and you are like this superior form of human that you can, well, actually, source speaks to me. And I'm like, wow, so is there anybody else that can speak into your life? No, source does that. And I'm like, wow, must be amazing being you. And now they say this, Dad speaks to me. Dad tells me what to do. Dad is teaching me how to read scripture. Dad is teaching me as his daughter. It's like, gosh, so it was source at first, now it's dad. It was father, it was goddess a few months ago. Now it's dad. So dad is teaching. This is dad. It's dad. So daddy is downloading all this information into this person's soul. And they're judging everybody else. And it's wrong. It's wrong. what you want to do is you want to err on the side of compassion and love and acceptance. It's not wrong to love somebody and love them through whatever it is they're going through. That's a wonderful thing. But if you don't love, then you are nothing but a clanging cymbal. The Gong Show, when they played, like someone kind of blew it, bang, they'd like gong them out. It's like a clanging cymbal. That's all it is, So if you have not love, you are of no value, and God doesn't even see you. That's why he said, depart from me, you worker of iniquity. I never even knew you. I didn't even know you existed, because you operated on another plane of existence where, you operate from a judging sound and point of view. It's like, so I just think it's sad. I think it's sad. And I hope that something takes place where they understand that love is the final and only way to live. We don't change the world. We love the world. God so loved the world. Not God came to change the world. He came to love the world. And by loving the world, people can get to know this God, and they can love this God and do whatever this God asks them to do. For some people, it may be like, hey, you know what? I think you're drinking too much. Maybe you should let up on that. Maybe someone else, it's another thing, So it's always something different for different people. Everybody is not the same. With age, everyone has hair loss. Thank God for men. Wigs from England, their idea. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Carrie. Hi, BFF. You always look beautiful. I feel beautiful because I just feel that when you're in an environment where you can be yourself and you can be expressive and share and give of your heart and not feel like you're being judged, not feel like you're being laughed at, or like, you're being like pointed out or anything, or being ridiculed, it's so much easier, for a trans woman to transition when she's in an environment that's positive, that's encouraging, that is really like beneficial to them. The atmosphere that I was in was detrimental to my transition. At one point, and I've really had a phobia. Okay, you guys, my breasts, I really don't have much breast tissue. I mean, honestly, I've had HRT for, off and on now for 6 or 7 years, and one of the things that really hurt my feelings was when I was with Mark and we were detransitioning back in 2017. This is the second and the last time I ever tried doing such a foolish thing. I had my best friend, and his wife had the gall to tell me, you know what, Lena, or at the time called me by my dead name, you know what, I had been praying that you would not grow breasts, and I'm like, at the time I was like, oh, well, I guess that's why they didn't grow. And now, as a transition trans woman, one of the biggest things that we would want is just to have that feminine form. And one of the biggest things for feminine form, symbols of feminine form, is what? Breast, our breasts, So I was just like, you what? You prayed against me? All these years I was getting injected in my rear end by my trans man husband, who was giving me injections and stuff. I was taking pills and doing things and I had a patch at one point. It's like, I wanted to just get my HRT done. I wanted to get my form, but all along there was somebody who wanted to not see me develop. And it's like, wow, thanks a lot. With friends like that in a trans woman's life, honestly, who needs enemies? Who does? Who needs enemies? But rest assured, my life is going to change in the next year. I guarantee you it's going to be different. I mean, not that breasts are going to give me like some magical whatever, but it's going to be a wonderful confidence boost to have my own breasts and to just be able to relate to my body in a different way, so that I'm not like when I look down, I don't get frustrated. I don't get dysphoric over the fact that I didn't grow like I wanted to, you know. And for me, I won't have to wear inserts or push-ups or anything, and I can wear clothing that complements my feminine figure. And you know, it's gonna be such a relief, you know, because for a trans woman, it's just such a relief to be able to do that. You know, I know that so many people don't understand that, and they think that we're fetishy and whatnot, but I'm not a sexual person like that. So I don't really do it so that I can like touch them and then, you know, like get all excited over myself. That is so foolish to think that I would think that way. And that's just not true. So, Disney made squirrels look cute, and they are really large rodents. Isn't it all about marketing? I agree, Lena. I believe in honesty. I love Disney. I don't know. Moose is happy. I have 4 more hours to spend with him. Oh, nice. A man wasted on drugs and writing movies. Sounds fun. The good book says, "Thou shalt not judge." Oops, not my business. Oh no, you touched me, Lena. I am growing a beard now. LOL. Wake up. It's 2019, not 1600. Keep thy nose out of your neighbor's business. This too is in the book no one reads. I can find quotes also to prove me right. I have read many things, and all it says, only one can speak to the source, and that would make Jesus. And according to Phoenix, Jesus is not a man. Jesus is a woman. So there's a lot of things that we don't know, that we don't have in the Bible that have been coded. And, you know, for me, that's the shocking thing, because, you know, I was being taught and I was being encouraged to believe that the Bible is not true, and, you know, and all this stuff. And now super Christian, you know, it's like, whoa, you know, it's amazing. I was taught not to follow any of it, and with research, I see why. You're beautiful, Lena. It's the inside beauty that makes the outside glow. I love that, Tracy. And that is me. I mean, I don't want to be known physically for beauty and stuff. I want to be known for the beauty that resides inside of me, so that regardless of my age, regardless of anything, that I am able to exude a wonderful person that is able to give of herself in a selfless way, to be able to make someone's day better, you know, to smile at someone and just to say, you know, life is good, you know, you don't need to worry, you know, life is wonderful. I'm glad you can be yourself and finally breathe. It makes my heart happy knowing you are happy. I love you so much, BFF. Thank you, Carrie. You know how I feel about you. There are many nations and many gods. Why follow another nation's God? Find your source, not someone else's. Hi, Phoenix. I am going to see Battle of Little Bighorn area tomorrow. Wow. And they say you are not female. You just felt yourself up and never blinked an eye. Please. Hi, Tracy. I'm just down the road 100 miles or so. She is the girl that fell from the sky. Phoenix, I'd be honored to meet you if possible. Phoenix is a person that you would love to meet. Anybody would love to meet her. She's genuine. She's pure. She's a wonderful, incredibly beautiful woman, and an amazing friend. And I'm honored, absolutely honored to have her as my friend. So I am going to wrap up the show, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'm always home and in the Word. I love figuring that book out. Those men were smart. My people did that, and we made a rattle out of Custard's junk. Ha ha ha. Yeah. There's so much to learn, there's so much to figure out, there's so much to understand, and I believe that the natives of this planet have so much to give, so much to share, you know, that is just amazing. You know, I look around me and I just see, like, even, you know, just everywhere I went back in 2017 when I was traveling around the country, I saw so much native artifacts, so many native artifacts and native sites and national parks and everything else, that it was just like, wow, there's a huge influence of the native population. And for me personally, I think that the native population here in this part of the world, the northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, of this part of the world, is actually the oldest part, because, you know, and the most populated part, and it was the most populated part, but eventually it was destroyed by those that came from the quote unquote old world, which actually is the new world, if you think about it. And they came and they brought their men in tights and their Bible and their religion and their toxic Christianity. And I'm not going to say that Christianity is toxic, but their version of Christianity is toxic, you know, because making people convert and give and become and have their hands cut off if they didn't do this right, or they didn't serve, or they didn't change their ways and stop worship. It's like, wow, that's not the God that I serve. The God that I serve, the God that I know, is a God that doesn't require all of that, doesn't require sacrifice, just wants you to be obedient to the laws that He's set up. And there's Shadow. Hey, Shadow. Shadow. Hi, Shadow. Come on, Shadow. Come on. Come on, buddy. Oh my goodness, he's walking like an old man. Oh, buddy. You're so tired. He's such a good sleeper, you guys. He rests. He sleeps well with me. He's just a wonderful little pup. Yeah, he's my pup. He's my puppy. Love you all. I hope you're all grounding and sleeping. This gets harder. Yep. Yep. All I got to say to that is yep. You know how I feel, Phoenix. Taking it one grain at a time. One grain at a time. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. I am so grateful for all of you. I am doing fabulous. I am feeling fabulous. I am entering a wonderful time of abundance in my life. I'm so happy, so grateful. You know, I've been treated like a queen here. I mean, literally, I have my own room. I have so much to be grateful for, and I'm just so thankful. I got some new clothes today. Yeah, I got these coral pants, and I got 3 dresses. Yes, no, I'm not a minimalist. And I got 3 pairs of jeans, including the ones I'm wearing. I got a negligee. Yeah, really. I got a suede skirt. I got a jacket, a black jacket with a hood, you know, kind of a pea coat, you know, with little buttons and stuff. I got this jacket. Yes, I got another jean jacket. Yes, I got more than one. So I just wanted to thank you guys for watching, and I will make more videos. I will not disclose my location. This is Cambodia. Oops, I see my friend. There's my friend. She just in the reflection. I saw you. So, but you know, life is awesome. Life is wonderful, and life is whatever you make it. And whatever you do in life, find your people, find your person, find those that encourage you, those that lift you up, those that give you hope and a future. Don't listen to the negative. Don't listen to the hurting words of condemnation, of judgment, of damnation, of, personally, I just think it's sheer evil to speak darkness into someone's life. And I just think it would really be beneficial to everyone if you just love yourselves and love each other and be compassionate for those that you don't understand. Don't throw judgment in anyone's face, because it never lands well and it always hurts you and the person that you're aiming it at. So, yeah, exactly. Tracy Roberts says it perfectly. Your vibe attracts your tribe. I like that. I love that. And Phoenix says, "Hey, Lena, did Moose look anything like you thought he would look like? LOL." Yes, he did. He's a wise man. I mean, I loved having Moose, in my presence. I just loved being able to interact with him and stuff. And he's got that old Bible college knowledge and stuff and everything. And so we were like old friends, just being able to shoot the breeze and stuff, because we actually know the Bible. Yeah, we actually went to Bible college. We actually studied God's word. I actually know Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st, 2nd Samuel, 1st, 2nd Kings, 1st, 2nd Chronicles, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ruth, all these words, right? All these books. 66. I had to memorize them. Had to learn, how to properly exegete the scriptures, how to understand that you don't read the Bible in verse little fragments. You read it in chapters, which are part of a whole book, and you read it understanding that you don't have the knowledge by just reading it into what it's saying. There is a parable in what's being spoken. There's a lot of allegory in the Bible. So if you're just reading it and just going, man shall not lie with woman as man shall not lie with men, or something as, whatever. You have to really dissect what it says. You can't just, read it and expect to just know what it says. It's, some of it's easy. God so loved the world, beloved, love one another, judge not lest you be judged. I mean, there's certain things, but there's other things. The majority of the Bible is meant to be read in a long form, and there's things that are lost in the Greek. There's things that are lost in the Aramaic. Yes, the Bible was not written in English. It was written in Aramaic. It was written in Greek, Koine Greek, to be honest with you, to be completely truthful. There's so much puzzle. Yeah, like Phoenix said, it's a puzzle, it's a code, there's symbolism, I mean, it's confusing. You read the book of Genesis, there's one account of a creation in Genesis 1. Genesis 2 is like a separate account of a creation. So there's like two creation stories. You can't just hodgepodge them together and make them into one story, because there's so much more to it, So, yeah, Mindful Moose says, Christian school from 7th grade till 12th. I should know what I say. Yes, you do. And I went to Christian school from the time I was, I was in nursery, and I graduated college in 1991. So I was in Christian nursery, Christian preschool, Christian kindergarten, Christian primary, Christian middle school, Christian high school, Christian college, and I worked in Christian ministry. So when I speak, I know what I'm talking about, because I have learned from a lot of people, and I don't have every answer. I really don't, but I have a good grasp of the Bible. I have a good grasp of the doctrine of salvation, the doctrine of, transubstantiation, of the doctrine of sanctification, the doctrine of salvation, all these different doctrines and beliefs of the church that I'm very well versed in. I don't really have a question about it, but there's a lot of things that are mystery to me. And I am I am very open to understand and know that I don't have all the answers, and I am willing to learn. I don't need to come across as a person who knows everything, because I don't. I've been taught, I've been given lots of information, I've ingested a lot of information, but I don't have all the answers. Only God does. And she reveals him, herself, to whoever she wants to, whenever she wants to, in whatever way she wants to. So it's best to not read anyway. It's better to allow the Spirit of God that resides already within you to speak to you through you, because we all have God inside of us. It's not like we have to go read a book to find it. It's not necessary. It's not. But there are those that would say, yeah, you have to read the Bible. You have to quote scripture. You have to know the 10 Commandments. And I'd be like, which 10 Commandments? The ones in Exodus or the ones in Deuteronomy? Because those are two different. So there's a lot of things, you guys. A lot of things that we don't understand. A lot of things that have been hidden and can only be revealed by Spirit. So, but I'm willing to learn, and I am willing to say I don't know all the answers, but I know who does. The only thing I'm interested in doing, though, in this lifetime is to love people. That's it. It's simple. Jesus said, these are the 2 commandments. 2. In these 2, you fulfill all the rest. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. Above these are no other law. That's it. So if you get that right, you might as well just live, because you don't have to worry. You love. So if you love, you won't kill. If you love, you won't cheat. If you love, you won't condemn. If you love, you won't judge. If you love, you won't sentence to hell people, because that's what's happening these days. People are actually thinking that they have the right to sentence someone to hell, which is ridiculous, because I really believe that hell is just separation from God, because you don't want to be in the presence of something that is eternal and you want to do your own thing. But you're always welcome back. God never says, he's never like, oh, you're gross, let me turn my face away from you. He doesn't. She doesn't. He looks at you, and even if you say, I hate you, I don't want to be around you, I don't believe in you, it's like, yes, I know, I love you anyway. Let me hold you. That's it. That's the God, that's the goddess that we have, that exists. And you don't have to be a Christian to believe that. You don't have to be a spiritual person to believe that. I mean, all you have to do is look up in the mountains and notice that something powerful exists. Take the Bible and go sit under a tree and start reading it. They tried to brainwash us, but we have eyes to see and ears to hear. That's all it takes. Land of Mott, over 10 laws on this land. Moses' words you follow. Yeah. Oh, okay, this is totally different. Okay, totally different. And this is the last thing I'm going to share, because I need to go to bed. But today, I'm at Walmart. This is so funny. I'm in the produce section, and I'm picking out mangoes over in another part of the store, and there weren't as many there. So I see this whole big rack of, this whole bin of mangoes, and they're all like really that bright orangey red color, so I'm like, these are good, right? So I'm gonna go over there. There's a gentleman there. He's picking out some. So I just kind of walk over the other side and start looking at him, and he goes, hey, excuse me, but do you know what are the best kind of mangoes to pick? Which ones? And I'm like, Oh, sure. Well, you need to get the ones that are kind of like the rosy, orangey yellow color because then they're more firm. They're more, like you gotta kind of take them in your hands and hold them, and just kind of touch and feel. And my friend was like, Lena, are you not realizing what's happening here? That man had no reason to ask you about mangoes, yet there you are volunteering your information. It's like he doesn't care about mangoes, Lena. Okay, just letting you know, he doesn't care about mangoes. So I was like, oh, duh, duh. I'm like, yeah, you need to make sure that they're nice and firm. It's like, why did I do that? It's so stupid. That's what happens when you're not socialized as a female. A female is watching and she was fumbling for her camera. She was like, oh my gosh, where's my camera? Oh my gosh, this is funny. And she couldn't get it, but it was like, I can't believe I did that. Stupid. Stupid. Dumb. Anyway, I leave you with that. Have a great night, you guys. I love you all. Have a good evening and be happy, joyful. Don't judge people. Love people. Okay? Bye.